All right, it's net time. Good news. We might be. Nope. Well, that sucks. Thought we were supposed to do this on the UHF machine. Well, I thought they were going to try. Somebody's not making it. So a poor signal report for net control on the RAT's VHF machine. I'm less than 13 miles out. Yes! Smart move, Rob. Smart move.
Hopefully folks are starting to get the message to QFY, so we'll begin taking check-ins as I get them, and then kind of do this net on the fly as folks come in, and then make what announcements we need to once we assemble. But hopefully it would be a group. So KB2 OII with the RAP net looking for any check-ins. Please call now. This is K4EXX, Kilo 4, Echo X-ray, X-ray, gone at Chester.
Breaking news. The RAT's net's on UHF.
This is
Good.
Kilo Oscar 4, Victor Echo Mike, Kilo 4EM David over Kiwi. This is Kilo 4, Oscar, Whiskey, Uniform, Mike, Glen Allen, in and out. Oh, boy.
Participate.
This is 090959095. Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Alpha Delta, Randy and Western County.
We're listening to the RAT's net on the Motorola cm300. There's a Hanover station. Net control, this is William, Kilo 4, Alpha, Romeo, X-ray. Pretty sure I was heard. Pretty sure.
All right, net control recognizes the following: K4EXX, K04EM, K84OWU, KD4IRB, K04KAB, and K4ARX. announcements to make before we get started, and I want to make sure we have as big an audience as we can to get those messages out. So this is KB2OYI with the RatsNet, looking for check-ins to join the list. Call now.
Now, I'm obviously not logging this, but I think he may have accidentally skipped one station, but I'm sure he'll cover it.
This is Whiskey November 4, Echo, Yankee, Echo, in an hour. Net Control recognizes WN4EYE in and out. Thank you for joining us, sir. Please come back next week, 7 p.m. Alright, I'm going to take a few moments here to make a few announcements, so I will drop off timeouts. 3 quick announcements. Number 1, this upcoming Saturday at 8 a.m. is the Central Virginia 6-meter group's next tailgate trunk sale. Again, 8 a.m. It's at the Hatcher Memorial Baptist Church on Dumbarton Road. There is a link to it on the front page of rats.net. Also, if you Google Virginia 6-meter net, I forget the exact verbiage of their website, but their website will come up and information is on there. So please, if you can, come make it out. I had a great time in the spring. A great way to rummage through some stuff for sale, maybe take home some treasures and shake hands and converse with some of your local amateur radio community, which is always fun. Again, the Central Virginia 6-meter group's trunk sale, 8 a.m. this Saturday morning.
Tailgate.
Memorial Baptist Church on Dumbarton Road, 8 a.m. Again, links on rats.net, and again, just Google the Virginia 6-meter net. You'll find all the information you need out there. Take a quick break and make the next announcement.
He sure has got a hot microphone.
KB2OYI making an announcement on behalf of Jim, W4PKR. This is in regards to him looking for volunteers to work radio for the Richmond Marathon. Saturday, November 16th, November 16th, the Richmond Marathon. Looking for volunteer operators. No previous event experience is needed to participate, but if you've done it before, you know it's quite rewarding and fun. All interested parties, please send an email to volunteer@rats.net. That is volunteer@rats.net. A link will be sent to you to fill out a registration form, and again, your event coordinator for that is Jim, W4PKR. So if you are interested in that or you're curious about it, send an email out to volunteer@rats.net, and he will get back to you and get you in the mix. And I'll take another quick time out for the final announcement before we get started with comments.
Maybe a free t-shirt?
This is KB2OI with the last announcement for me for tonight. This will be a very short announcement, but there's a lot of information to digest, and I'll tell you where to get it. Beginning on or about September 21st, the RAT board and tech community has decided to swap the repeater capabilities the way they are currently configured. So what's going to happen is the C4FM digital stuff, which is normally on this 442.550, will be converted over to the 146.880. And then the 146.880 will then have that digital capability. This 442.550 will be in pure analog mode. Go to rats.net. There is a announcement on the front page, and there is a link to click that has a very long and informational and historical reasons why we're going this route. A lot of information to digest, a lot to learn there. There's also where to go to provide any feedback once this does go into effect in regards to what performance you are or are not experiencing. So again, I know I'm making this announcement pretty brief, but there's a lot of information on the website. Please check it out. With that said, the new home for the Wednesday Night Rats Net is the 442-550. Well, I guess beginning now, but officially beginning next Wednesday. So I hope that works out for everybody. Any questions, chatter, this is why we're on the net. With that said, this is KB2OI starting top of the K4EXX Don. Go ahead.
Thank you, Rob.
Yes, good evening. And thank you to everybody on the net. I'm a little sore this evening. I got all my shots today. Flu, COVID, whooping cough.
Rabies, distemper.
So a little bit sore from getting all those shots, but outside of that, everything's going good. Good to hear everybody today. Glad we switched over to the different frequency. The 14688 was a little scratchy. Looking forward to doing it on the UHF. Although I don't put out as much power. My power gets cut back 10 watts on the UHF.
TMI, buddy. TMI.
I'm in good shape. Let me please everybody on the net. Back to net.
Too much
All right,
innuendo.
Don, good to hear you tonight. You're coming in just fine, so I don't think your power concerns are all that worrisome. Again, I want to thank everybody for their patience with all the information I threw out there tonight, and patience and help and cooperation and recent weeks for rounding up folks and helping out the net and things like that. Tonight's starting to sound like ham radio. I'm just a below average amateur radio operator located in
Net
Florida.
control.
I do the best I can.
Net control.
But appreciate all the help and participation from everybody. With that said, let's go to our buddy KO4VEM. David, good to hear you tonight. Your comments for the net, go ahead, sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is KO4VEM. Good evening, Rob, and everybody on the net. Rob, you're doing a great job getting through all this confusion and everything. You're looking through it.
It's not confusing.
Thank you for that. What's your report tonight? I recently programmed my mobile with water frequencies, repeaters down there. Cam 15 Port News, because I get down there every once in a while. And I was down there Monday and was able to make some contacts on a couple of the repeaters.
Good.
Even made a simplex contact on one
Good.
there. So that was a lot of fun talking to some different people and being able to get out to different repeaters. Since I'm fairly new yet, that was a big deal for me. Anyway, that's about all I have for tonight. I'll send it back over to you, Rob. Scale 4VE, I'm clear. Hi, David. Good to hear you, and glad you're having some radio fun. My radio fun has been actually in the mailbox. I got 7 QSL cards in the mail last week. 7.
Wow.
So I did go on a recent blast on mailing them out because I feel like I hadn't gotten any in a while, and every single one that I sent out came back. So I'm pretty excited about that. If you're not into QSL cards, maybe look into it. It's kind of fun. I thought it was fun when I was 12 years old, and I still think it's fun. So, all right, we'll clear David. Next we have KK4OW Mike. He was in and out. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch you again another time. Let's go to Mike KD4IRB. Mike, you were a little scratchy, but go ahead and let us know how you're doing and what you got going on, sir. Well, I'm not going on too well anymore. Oh, well, that's your name. So, 80 over 85. I switched over to the UHF, so that's much better. I have to I'm working on a mini UHF setup on my HF radio, and that's my major project on it. And I'm trying to set a UHF for all the changes you guys made. Over. definitely acknowledge you working on the WinLink stuff. Again, you're probably about 65% readable there, a little scratchy tonight, but either way, it's good to hear you, and maybe we'll see you out there on Saturday morning. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick pause here to identify and then call out for additional check-ins. So, folks standing by, please continue to stand by. This is KB2OII with the rap set on the 442.550 repeater this evening. Looking for additional check-ins, wishing to get on the list. If you're out there, please call now. This is Kilo Quebec 4, Papa Alpha Kilo, KQ4 PAK, Ron in Dinwiddie.
What's up, Ron? Talked to him several times. Simplex and DMR.
Kilo Delta 4, Lima Uniform Delta, Martin Mechanical.
Let's switch these off.
Hi, this is KQ4 PAK and
My turn.
KQ4 LUT. Please stand by, gentlemen. I got a couple ahead of you, and then we'll get you in the go-rounds. All right, we left off with our good buddy Randy, K04KAD. Randy, what you got for us tonight? Go ahead, sir. KB2OI, K04KAD. Good evening, Rob. Good call on switching repeaters for sure. And thank you for the info. I didn't get that email. Not a lot going on. I'm going to miss the 6-meter tailgate. Unfortunately, because I will be down in Kitty Hawk this weekend. And I really love that tailgate, so I'm kind of bummed that I'm going to miss it, but this was planned quite some time ago, so I am going to try to activate a couple parks down there.
Cool.
Cape Hatteras Park and a couple other ones close by. I can't remember the names right off. But yeah, so we're going to have some radio fun down there. And do some fishing and just some general beaching. Probably do some pool wheeling, all that kind of fun stuff. So looking forward to it. That's all I've got. Thanks for doing the net tonight, Rob, and for getting through all the tough stuff with the 8-8 not cooperating. But thanks again. We'll say 7-3 KB2OI's K04 KAD back to net control.
Maybe to be better on C4 FM.
All right, Randy, good to hear you. Sorry we're going to miss you on Saturday. I guess if you are ever going to, put the 6-meter tailgate events on hold, going to Kitty Hawk for radio fun and fishing is not a bad plan B. I can't argue with your decision making at all. So, good job. Look forward for your report on how everything went next week, of course. Enjoy it. We'll catch up soon there. All right, we will clear with Randy. Next, let's go to William in Chaco Valley, K4ARX. Your comments for the next. Go ahead, sir.
Net control, this is William, K4ARX, over here in Chaco Valley, just east of downtown Richmond, right across the interstate from the hospital here. You guys know that. I don't have to say that every net. Sound good on there. Rob, your microphone's a little hot. Having to adjust the volume here just a little bit, but you sound otherwise loud and clear in this repeater. There are a few stations that I can't hear. Some are a little noisy, but that's just the way it goes. It's just a transition from VHF to UHF. It's doing a good job, and I don't have any complaints. Don't have any other plans except for this weekend going to the 6-meter single sideband tailgate, and one or two other things I'm going to do as well. All's well here at the particular shack. Things are working out good. Learning some things about DMR and made several contacts, especially the next station that's coming up. I've talked to him a few times on Simplex and DMR as well. So welcome to the net, by the way. Back over to you, Net Control, K4ARX.
All right, roger that. Good to have you join us this evening. Glad
Oh, it's all fun.
Getting some action there on DMR.
Where is that?
See you out there on Saturday. We'll clear the flame. And,
what's up there?
Next we had EYE was in and out. That's newer call signs for the net. Good to hear that. In fact, the next two call signs are also newer ones for this net. And it's good to have new folks join us. Let's go to Ron, KQ4PAK. Thank you for joining us. Your comments for the net. Go, sir.
Yes, good evening, everyone. And there are a few call signs I do recognize, talking to them on other frequencies and modes. This evening I'm in Dinwiddie, and I just got in my truck and heard the 2-meter net starting, and then the switch over to 440, 77 centimeters, and I had to do a lot of quick front panel programming to get onto this repeater.
Good job.
Earlier today I was in Newport News and watched my grandson graduate from advanced individual training at Fort Eustis. And here I am back this evening in Dinwiddie and talking to you folks. And hopefully the next time I'm here on a Wednesday evening, I'll get back on the net and talk some more. Getting a good signal on the 70 centimeter repeater here, and I'm hoping I'm being heard just as well. So KQ4PAK, back to net control.
Loud and clear.
Hey, Ron, well, thanks for joining us. Congrats to your son and to your family. And congrats on your booming signal, all the way from Dinwiddie. You might be the furthest participant on the net tonight, but you may have the clearest signal on my end. So, good job all around there. We appreciate your participation and looking forward to more down the line. We'll clear with Ron and next go to Mark, KD4LUD. Hope I got that right. So, your comments for the net. Go ahead, sir.
You got that right. This is Mark in Mechanicsville. And these days I'm all excited about DMR. I've got a good radio coming my way, and I've been taking the time waiting for it to do some studying, get my code plug all set up. I got all the software downloaded, got the sample code plug off of the RATS website, and I'm all ready to get on the air with DMR. So that's pretty much all I've got going on right now. This is the KD4LED back to net control.
I enjoy the DMR. More so than expected.
All right, Mark, well, it's good to hear you. And you, like a lot of folks out there, it seems like all my rowdy friends are headed to DMR these days. So,
Ratty or
the good
rowdy?
news is if you have any questions, there's a lot of folks that are out there and active and newly active to it. So, I would think that would be a good benefit getting some, new information. So if other folks are just recent and getting set up with that, sharing of their experiences, quite beneficial. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those folks, but there's plenty of them out there. So I'm glad that you all are enjoying that, and it's a good thing, another good angle of hobby to keep everything nice and active. All right, we'll clear Mark, and that was the end of list, so let's go ahead and do this. This is KB2OII with the last net on the 442.550 repeater, which is its new home. So next week, please come to 442.550, and you'll hear me call out for check-ins, just like I'm doing now. This is KB2OII, looking for any additional check-ins, wishing to join us. If you're out there, please call out.
This is
I gotta fill my cup.
This is Kilo Quebec 4 Lima Yankee Lima.
There he is.
This is Kilo Quebec 4 Romeo Tango Charlie. Recognizes KO4UR, KQ4LYL, and KQ4RTC. Let's go to our good friend Scott, KO4UR. Scott, I appreciate you helping me corral everyone over here and your help last week and with all of your general radio participation and everything with you for Aries and Simplex and all that fun stuff. What you got for us? Your comments for the net, please. Good evening, Rob, and everyone on the net. Yeah, I'm still monitoring the 88 machine on another radio, but did not find any stragglers, so I'm here now. But let's see. Yeah, looking forward to the tailgate Saturday. I'm going to have a few things for sale myself, and believe it or not, I was, well, Rob, you would probably believe it because you've heard me there before, but I was up on the Skyline Drive on Sunday, and I was around mile marker 40, which is, most of the way up to the northernmost entrance to the park. I keep forgetting the name of that town. Front row, near there, but about 40 miles south of there. But I heard a QSO on the 88 machine between Mike, W4MAF, and Wayne, K9WVU. And at first I thought it was, another repeater in another part of the state. But once I heard that it was them, I realized I was hearing the repeater, and I joined with them and had a QSO from the Pinnacle Overlook. The Pinnacle Overlook up on the Skyline Drive. So anyway, that was a lot of fun, and activated the park, Shenandoah National Park, mostly on 146520. And let me take a quick break. I think the longest QSO, the longest distance QSO I had was with a mobile station who was northbound on 95, crossing the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, going past the National Harbor outside of D.C. And great signal, great QSO. Anyway, looking forward to eyeball QSOs on Saturday. Hope to see most of you there. KO4UOR, back to net control. All right, Scott. Well, thanks for sharing that. You've been having a lot of fun out there, the Skyline Drive area. Really doing some great radio work there. Taking advantage of all that elevation and doing some real nice long distance contacts, simplex and repeater wise. So yeah, it's a great job. I appreciate you sharing that. Especially, it's really good for all the folks, especially the newer folks, to hear firsthand some of the capabilities out there and what's possible radio to radio. Me and you live on each opposite end of the county. Sometimes we can't chat with each other on 88, but if you're, an hour and a half away, you get in there just fine. So, so that's good to share. And I will definitely see you out there on Saturday. I should be there right at 8 o'clock. Can't see why I won't be. All right, we will clear Scott. Next, we've got KQ4LYL. Didn't catch the first name there, so if you could remind me on that. And your comments for that, guys.
I mean, anything could happen.
KQ4LYL.
So if your name is Jeff on that side, what's your name on the other side? Fill that one in.
Appreciate you joining us and sharing that. And, it's definitely can tell you're motivated and excited, which is great. You're always going to learn things in the hobby, whether if you've been into it for 1 week, 1 year, 10 years, or 50 years. There's always, again, new things to learn if you want to. Sometimes you have to. So that's one of the cool things about this hobby, for sure. So again, good to hear you, and hope you'll be joining us a lot more as the weeks go by. All right, next on the list is KQ4RTC. If I can get that first name, sir, and then your comments for the net. Go ahead. I just came across the net, and they're going to be looking at that. Welcome home, 38 hours. Technician, and have my license April 26th. So still have a lot to learn. Right now, I'm digging my fingers in and trying to look at the DMR. I want to learn more about that.
Welcome to the net.
All right, roger that. Well, first off, congratulations. Welcome to the hobby, and we appreciate you joining us. You're coming in pretty good from Nottoway County. And like we may have heard earlier, there's a lot of folks out here involved in DMR and just recently got involved in DMR. So a lot of resources for you if you have any questions out there. So I'm sure there's plenty of folks out here willing to help you out there. So we appreciate having you, and you have yourself a fine evening. And that's the bottom list. So let's do another call. This is KB2. With the rats that looking for any last minute check-ins. If you're out there, please call now. Kilo Quebec for Oscar Kilo Quebec. Joseph in Hanover.
One more new call sign.
All right, that recognizes KQ4OKQ, the mayor of Mike's Right City, Joseph. Good to have you tonight.
No, he didn't. No.
We're glad you found us on the 442 tonight, and sorry for putting you on the spot there, but I had to do it. Your comments for the net? Go ahead.
Shame on you, Rob.
Well, hey, Rob, and hello to everyone. Still battling the mic fight, so we'll get there. Don't have much to report, except that I will be in attendance at the trunk sale on Saturday. I'll be there right around 8. Meet anybody that I can meet. Haven't been doing much in radio since the last trunk sale where I bought my first VHF rig. Just like to get in the way, but we carry on. And that's about all I got. And if anyone's at the trunk sale, back to you, Rob, next year. Well, we appreciate you joining us this evening, and once again, I'll pass for you that the new home for the Wednesday night rat set is the 442-550. Moving forward, and as Joseph stated, he was at the last 6-meter group tailgate sale, and he purchased himself his first HF rig, which helped motivate him to, a month or two later, June, upgrade to General. So there's nothing more motivating than investing in a HF rig that is sitting there waiting and staring at you to go ahead and get upgraded to General to unlock the potentials of the HF band. I did the same exact thing. I highly recommend it. Spend the money first, then study, then upgrade. Trust me, it works. All right, we will clear with Joseph, and once again, we'll do a last call for check-in. This is KB2, OYI with the Rat Set, looking for any last check-in.
If you're out there, please call now.
Pretty good net on the UHF machine.
All right, nothing heard. So at this time, we will close the wrap set down for this evening and return the repeater back to regular amateur radio usage. I want to thank everybody for coming over and participating tonight. We had a good list, a good mix of regulars and newcomers, and hope to hear everyone again next Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the new home for the RASNet, the 442.550, and hope to see you folks out at the Central Virginia 6-meter group tailgate sale this Saturday, 8 a.m. at the Hatcher Memorial Church on Dumbarton Road. Again, Google that group. Information's out there. Front page of raffle.net. Information's out there. And with that said, we will say 7-3, and this is KB2 OYI. I will be clear.
That's cool. So glad they got that done. About 45 minutes. Not bad. Name's William, K4ARX. You're watching American Radio X-Ray. Good night.